Hey everybody, Ben Myers here again, and let's do another cards draft. Just because I don't have any kind of fresh decks made up, so maybe later on we'll do some constructed stuff, but let's just do another draft for now. Kind of work on our fundamentals a little bit. Okay, so Japan, Britain, and Russian, or Sovietan. I'm gonna go British this time. Don't know why, just kind of feel it. Alright, first airborne can get out of hand very quickly. Valentine, filler. Desert rats, the ping and the pin, huh? I think the first airborne, there's just so many words on this card, and it's cheap. Yeah, we'll take the first airborne. There's a density of words that you just get on cards. Sometimes you're like, yeah, let's just take that. Alright, do we want to be a naval support deck? Do we want to be a naval support deck? Matilda's kind of filler. Fortification just doesn't really do anything. Alright, let's do it. Let's build around these naval supports. Britain has lots of stuff we can use. Oh, and we're rewarded right away. Okay, so a typhoon isn't bad. The lightning's always good. And give the Cromwell +1 attack when a pinned enemy is destroyed. Okay, that seems like a lot of work. The lightning is just always so good. Such a big tempo swing. Works well with our naval support. It's a little more expensive. We're not really like a retreat deck to make this typhoon work. Cromwell just seems like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. I'm going to take the lightning. I trust the lightning. I've used the lightning. Okay, so who is our friends here? Team USA, Team France, or Team Italy? Well, just building around this naval support, the French have a lot of high defense things. The Americans don't really, and the Italians don't. So let's take the French. Alright, so we kind of fill the enemy's hand with resistance cards. Your HQ gets +5 defense. Ooh, that could be nasty. These 28 or these 48 E's though, they kind of go well with our naval support. The MS 406 is kind of filler, so I'm kind of between a liberation, which doesn't really do much. Like, we're not a resistance deck, we're a naval support deck. Alright, let's go with the infantries. Alright, well, I guess we could have been a resistance deck, huh? Okay, well, let's take these resistant, just because they give us a card draw, they kind of... Alright, I'm just... Now I'm kicking myself, I didn't take that Vive la Resistance. Alright, Commandos, Fusiliers are a 406. We have 6 orders already. Fusiliers are just so big, though. Alright, let's take the Fusiliers just because they're big. Alright, Expeditionary Corps. Ooh, Grenadier Guards. Expeditionary Corps is good, but Grenadier Guards is hard to replace. It's so big. It has guard. It does so well with naval support. I think we have to take it. Okay, Spitfire's always good. The Char B1 is good. And the Welsh Guards give any target +1 defense. So all these, like, we would just take all 5 of these cards if we could. I mean, Spitfire just dominates the battlefield. So loses mobilize. So heavy armor 2. Alright, I think the Welsh Guards are out because we hopefully can pick up something like them later. And we're pretty heavy on 2 right now anyway. So I'm kind of between a Char and 2 Spitfires. Hopefully we can get... There's a lot more opportunities to get Spitfires. I think we're still relatively early. We're like a third of the way through here. So I'm going to take this Char just because it's so kind of unique. All right, 22nd guards works well what we have. We're not a bomber deck, so the Empire Strikes doesn't really do us anything, or carpet bombing. I mean, I think we can replace the 22nd guards a little bit more easily. We have some guard units already, so I think carpet bombing is a little more unique, so I'm going to take it. We're also a little light on removal right now. Alright, so we got our Spitfires back. Can only attack enemies in the next front while mobilized. So these French 75s, maybe, but I think we got to take our Spitfires now. So now we are good on the high end. Now we just got to build up our 1 through about 4 or 5 slots. Coldstream Guards are kind of the better version of the 5th Brigade. I'd love to have some 5th Brigades though. Don't really want aerial reconnaissance. I think we want a Coldstream Guards though, give us another naval support, which we can also use offensively in a deck like this. And sure, let's just fill out on our naval supports. Valentines might be good, but we'll snag them later on. I think they're gonna be available a little bit later on. So let's snag a naval support. Lancaster's big and can come out of nowhere, but I like the H-75 because it gives mobilized to a friendly unit, and all of our units are going to like having mobilized, so let's take an H-75. Fits into our curve a little bit better too. Yeah, we're heavy on 2. Coastal Gun, not bad. For the King, not bad. Giving a unit with guard +1/+3. Resolute defense. Well, we do have lots of guard units. Or we're gonna have lots of guard units. I guess we don't have that many. So for the King or a Coastal Gun, I think a Coastal Gun, we're very expensive here, but, well, I think we have enough stuff that we don't need the Coastal Gun. I think a For the King might actually be the more disciplined pick here. Okay. Take another lightning. Also like Typhoon, but we're not really forcing a lot of stuff to retreat other than with our lightnings. So, and we could definitely use the tempo boost from lightning. Merchant Navy, nah, don't care. These Valentines play well with our naval supports, and yeah, we got a chance to pick them up a little bit later on. We could definitely use them. Do we want this QF 40 mil? Nah. I'll take these Valentines. Okay. I like a night raid. Draw French units for each non-French unit in your support line. So Western Alice. Oh, so draw French units. So we have 2 48Es, an H-75, and our Char. Is that going to be better than a night raid, which is essentially a 2-for-1? No, I think we're going to take the night raid instead. A little more unique. Ooh, another Char. Wow. I like having 1 interception, just a Mise. And Merchant Navy strikes me as not really being all that great, so we'll definitely take another Char. Wow. And a Crusader. Okay, so we have the Cromwells, more Grenadier Guards, or the Crusader. Well, we do have 10 orders in this deck. I'd love to have another Grenadier Guard, so... I mean, again, this is just a... we would take all 3 if we could have them. Well, Cromwell's out. I'm going between the Crusader and the Grenadier Guards. So this is only for British orders, though. So how many British orders do we have? 4, 5, essentially 6, 7. All right. 8. So we have 8 British orders. This will kind of help us out with card draw. I don't want to pass another Grenadier Guards, but I think we're a little heavy and expensive at the top end already. So we'll take the Crusader here. Alright, Welsh Guards, Expeditionary Corps. I think we want these Welsh Guards. They play well with our naval supports. They're kind of like, if we could pick up some 5th Brigades too, so we go 5th Brigade in the Welsh Guards, in the Coldstream Guards. I mean, the Blenheims aren't bad, but I think we're going to have enough options in the air already. We could also use some artillery in this deck, I think. We passed that coastal gun before, but it's really an F40 mil. But those are really. So we're going to take these Welsh Guards. Okay, Skua. Skua is kind of like flying artillery. Kind of fits well on our curve, too. Gladiator's not high enough impact. French 75s. I'd rather keep ourselves open for some more French cards later. These Viva la Resistances are kind of meh right now. So we'll take a Skua. Alright, there's those 5th Brigades we were talking about. I do think we want those. An H-75 is okay. I mean, I could see us being in the market for that. We have lots of 2-drops. But most of those are orders, right? Yeah, between these resistances and our naval supports and our For the King. So I think these 5th Brigades can keep us in the game. They play really well with naval support. Cards, okay, so Raid isn't bad. Fury, when your HQ gains defense, it gains 1 extra defense. So 1, costs 1. I think the daylight bombing is what we want. Plays well with the Crusader. Removal, gets another special into our deck. Wow. Convoys. We got great big convoys, huh? Each non-French unit gets +1/+1. We kind of have a little bit of card draw engine going already, so while these convoys would be great, this RMT, like if you can get this thing going, it's just gross. And we do have lots of British units that would love the RMT going, so, and it's a guard, so we'll take it. Okay, Lend-Lease could work for us. Precision bombing, if you have a bomber, destroy an enemy unit. So do we have any bombers? I don't think, we have the Skua, but yeah, we only have 1 Skua, so I don't have, this could like be easily very dead in our hand. Radar alert, sure. But I think 1 Lend-Lease really takes care of our card draw problem. And good thing we didn't take those convoys before. So we'll take 1 Lend-Lease. Okay. Expeditionary Corps, Royal West Kent. Deals damage equal to its defense or a filler. So yeah, when a friendly guard unit is attacked, well, we have lots of guard units, so yeah, we'll take a Royal West Kent. Okay, Churchill, Humber, or another 1st Airborne. Ooh, a Churchill might be good, but again, we have plenty of expensive stuff already. We need low drops, and there's so many words on this card, it just makes it good. So we'll take the 1st Airborne. These guys can just get out of control if you allow them to. Okay, so Monty, HMS Illustrious, also not bad, especially with our naval supports. Deal 1 damage, pin them, enemy lose the credit slot. I think Monty's the way to go here. It's just so cheap, always good. Get out of jail, like kind of like a pause button on the game sometimes. Illustrious can sometimes just not come through for you. Monty's just always good. Alright, we'll take Monty. Alright, I like this deck. So our goals here, kind of get them 1st Airborne or some guards going around. This Viva la Resistance is a little weak, but then get some big butt units out there and drop a naval support on them, and lightning to give us some tempo. We got a night raid, so we got a lot of specials in this deck, which is good because usually you don't get this density of specials in draft decks. We have a lot of special and limited cards in this deck. We only have a couple common cards, which that might work in our favor. And the commons we do have, like our Spitfire Mark V's, like those are really good commons. 5th Brigade Welsh Guards to get us where we want to go. All right, let's see how we do. Alright, so we're up against Sky Daddies. Okay, I'm actually just going to throw a 5th Brigade back, see if we can get something a little bit even better. Alright, another Viva la Resistance. Yeah, we'll take that. So now we can go 1, and then depending on what our opponent does, we have a couple options on 2. Then we also have something to do on 3. So let's see if we can get that 1st Airborne going. We are up against a Sky Daddies playing a Soviet deck, so, you know, Bloody Sickle or any of the damage-based orders can nail our Airbornes early on. Yep, there's the Bloody Sickle. Sorry, I had another window open, so you missed the thing there. But we do get a Bloody Sickle out of our opponent's hand. Might as well pop off a resistance here, because it doesn't hurt us at all. Lots of options for us still. And if we chew up an opponent's most of their turn while they're trying to deal with resistance cards. Alright, Marine Regiment, that's a little tough for us to handle right now. But we can pin him next turn. So we might as well... let's do some more resisting. This also really chokes our opponent's hand too. And we get a naval support, so we can rumble with the guys here. We get rid of an M4A1, which is great. I'll see if we kind of just chew up our opponent's turn here. Alright, there's one resistance. Get rid of a Stuart, and there's another resistance. Get rid of a War Bonds. Okay. Alright, more infantry for our opponent, sure. Alright, more naval supports, huh? Alright. Well, let's get our SCUA going and pin the Marines. Pass it back. So now, hopefully this SCUA can get some work done for us. Let's see, give any target +1 defense. Alright, so maybe we give our SCUA +1 defense, or our Valentine. Alright, Burning Skies, so we get that out of our opponent's hand. Alright. And an Su-76, okay. Alright, now a lot of naval supports all of a sudden. We kind of want to see those a little bit later, but okay. Well, let's go with a 5th Brigade and a Welsh Guards on our 5th Brigade. Alright, so we'll see what our opponent does with the Su-76. We got our Valentine, we got our Coldstreams coming. Alright, so they burn their hammer. Okay. So we've gotten through a bunch of our opponent's removal orders. Alright, and we get a Lightning. We're happy with that. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here is go 5th Brigade. Then let's neuter the Su-76. And let's pump up our 5th Brigade. I kind of want to wait until next turn to do that to the 5th Brigade, because now if our opponent does have removal, they get a 2-for-1 on us. But they don't, because they've already chewed through a bunch of it, so that's very good. So we kind of come out even there because we made them use a critical strike. Alright, and we get a Monty, so we're happy about that. Alright, let's put the Marines back in the back line, support line. Okay, we're just going to pass it here. Hold on to our Monty. We essentially have 2 naval supports in hand still. Alright, first rifles, sure. Alright, going after our HQ, sure. Okay, Crusader's interesting here. Alright, so let's go Crusader. And let's draw 2. Pin everything our opponent has. Ooh, and there's our Charbis. So that thing can do some work. Alright, so let's get a naval support on our lightning. Let's take out the tank. Pass it back. Alright, so let's see if we can get our char going next turn. Alright, another critical hit gets rid of our lightning, but, you know, we're forcing our opponent to just use all of their premium removal. And that's really what we want. Alright, more Marines. Man. Opponent does have a solid build here. Alright, daylight bombing. That does 2 damage, right? Okay. So, let's do another... hang on. Alright, so how much do Marines take to come out? 3? Okay. Go char it up. And let's protect our HQ for the time being. So if we can get that char just to keep growing, our opponent's going to be up against it sooner rather than later. Okay, down go our brigade. We know our opponent still has a couple resistances in their hand, so their hand's not as big as it used to be. Alright, T80. There's a resistance, okay. Alright, and there's another resistance. Okay, so they get rid of all the rest of the resistances. Alright, and we get a Fusiliers. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? Well, we could start taking stuff out with our char. And then we could make, we got Coldstream guards to guard our stuff. So, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go Coldstream guards. Then we're going to naval support this Marines. I was thinking about doing it to T80. Alright, we get our Grenadier Guards, so we're looking good there. Alright, let's take out the guys here. Okay, we got a 4 the King, so let's draw another card, take out their T80. Okay. Alright, so that's it for our turn. Alright, war bonds for our opponent, sure. 42nd rifles or second rifles, okay. Alright, our turn again, good. Okay, let's take down these Marines here. Card. Let's put our Grenadier Guards out. Oh, they got a new animation there for that. That was cool. Okay, let's pass back. So right now, let's see. These guys trade off. So if our opponent wants to trade for our Charbis, that's fine. We have another one waiting. Okay, Bloody Sickle, sure. Su-76, okay. Okay, we're just trying to grind out our opponent here. Unky Sam, huh? Ooh, hopefully, let's see, that would have probably been their, I don't know, some unit. They got 2 of them in their hand now, though, so. Alright. Grenadier Guards getting their work in. Sure. Ooh, Lend-Lease. Okay, that could really just end this thing. Alright, let's go Lightning to put the Su-76 back in our opponent's hand. Let's take out the second rifles there. Let's take out this. Let's grab the front line with both of these and pass it back to our opponent. So now we got our opponent on a 1-turn clock unless they get a... Oh, so this is what they have. They have their 34th guards in their hand. And they pick up, and they also put down... Okay. Animations. You got to give me a chance to catch up here. Okay, so they have a 10th Guards Regiment receives damage, give +1 attack. Okay. And then they have these monsters. But they have no guard, so let's just attack their HQ. Okay, so that worked out. Was a little unprepared for some of those new animations that got going on, but happy to win. Oh, that's cool. Free draft already, so this has already paid for itself. Cool. Thank you, 1939 Games, for... I think I saw an email about that earlier of... they're doing their rewards a little bit heftier because of we're all stuck at home because F the coronavirus kind of stuff. So, alright, good win there to start off. Deck did what we wanted to do. Early guards to bridge us through till we get some tempo, and then we get some big units that our opponent can't really handle. So looking good all around there. Alright, next up is Clover Leafy. We don't want any of these bigger cards until later in the game. Okay, this should hopefully get us through. Those early resistances really helped us in the last one. Really clogged up our opponent's hand. But, okay. Alright, well, let's get this 48E going. Hopefully they can pick up some +1/+1s. Oh, okay. A little mirror action. Alright, there's a char. Alright, let's drop a Valentine. Then, depending on what our opponent does, maybe we suit up and get going. We'll see. Playing against somebody who's playing Team USA, though, so that tends to be a later game deck. So USA, France. Alright, so opponent thinking it over. Supply chain. Okay, so they just play a regular supply chain. What was the new... so, add... If supply chain is discarded, so they just cycle the supply chain. Okay. What do we do here? I think I'm just going to attack their HQ, pass it back. No reason to really push the envelope at all with anything too crazy just yet. If our opponent doesn't do anything to our Valentine, we'll get in for 8 next turn though. Alright, Viva low resistance against us. Okay, don't like that. That's no fun. Sabotage. Okay, so they hurt our guy. Okay, Lend-Lease. Okay, we could have gone with discarding that, but what are you going to do? Alright, well, we'll make them fight our guy in the front line here, and we'll just get in for 4, I think. Pass it back. I'm going to go a little aggressive here, just because our opponent has a big mitt full of cards too. And they're still mobilized. We don't have any... we're a little light on removal in this deck. Okay. Death from above. Okay. But we take away the mobilize on that, so that's fine. Okay. 5th Brigade, eh? Alright, let's go with a Spitfire. Whew! That's some noise when the Spitfire's coming down, huh? Alright, as long as we can keep our hand that we're not discarding things, I'm fine with holding on to these resistances. Resistance I. Okay, opponent, what do you got? Chaffee, eh? Okay. Well, it looks like our Spitfire's going to get a 2 for 1, because this Chaffee, if it goes on the front line, you make a copy of it, right? Yeah, we don't want anything to do with that. So let's neuter it first. And we can take it out. Oh, in the Navy, eh? It's alright, still take it down. And then we can go with a 5th Brigade to protect our fighter. And let's dump one of these resistances. Alright, and it got a naval support. Perfect, because we didn't really want a naval support anyway. Because we kind of have one in hand already with our Coldstream Guards. Alright, so now we get our Charbis going soon. It's a good little tank. Kind of has a weenie gun though, if you look at it. Like, it kind of looks like a little weenie sticking out of the front. Alright, P-38. I'm actually reading a book about P-38s in the Pacific right now. It's pretty interesting how good our American pilots were with a double-engine fighter. Okay, so there's really no reason for us to throw away our Spitfire right now. Target unit is fully repaired. Okay, that doesn't give it its mobilized back. Okay. Oh, we get a Monty. That's delicious. Alright, let's get in for 6 at our opponent's HQ. Drop another 5th Brigade. I don't know if I want to pop off this Monty just yet. I kind of want to save it for when we can win the game. So give me a Coldstream Guards. And let's get rid of this last resistance. Daylight bombing would have been nice because it would have won us the game next turn, but oh well. Okay, so they have to do something about our Spitfire. The French do have some guard units that they could use. We also have this Lend-Lease if we need it. Alright, got a naval bombardment to hand, so... Alright, so they put our Spitfire back in our hand. Alright, that's fine. They had to expend a lot of resources on that. overwhelming force. Alright, so they can go after our HQ. Okay, well, okay, good. So we draw naval support. So let's naval support this 5th Brigade, because we kind of, unfortunately, these guys gotta die. We get in a ton of damage, which is good. And let's Spitfire it up, and we can pass it back. Okay, so we have our Monty, we have another naval support if we need it. And we have those chars we haven't even gotten online yet. M481. Alright, so here we're going to get our attack in, then we're going to Monty and see if that'll win us the game. Because I don't want our opponent to have too many more chances, because the Americans just have so many good late game cards. And I hope my mic's a little bit louder than it was last time. It looks like it is, according to my levels at least. Oops. Get rid of that. Okay. More resistance. Okay. Alright, so let's draw. We get another Spitfire. Okay, good. Get him for 6. Get Monty down. And let's get a char. Do we have anything else with guard? No. Let's go with a Spitfire instead. Just in case they find a way to deal with our first Spitfire. Get rid of her resistance. Alright, pass it back. So, opponent is pinned down. They gotta get rid of 2 Spitfires here. They got 4 cards in hand. So let's see if we can do this thing. Yeah, my levels look a little bit better than last time. I don't want to be like blasting you guys out of here though, so. Alright, Sabotage. Beastie Boys. Alright. Fighter, sure. More bonds, that's gonna do it. Alright, our turn. We draw. Oh, we get a Grenadier Guards. That's nice. Alright, this Spitfire gets the kill because it did some work. Alright, there we go. Another win. 2-0. Gotta love it. Alright, Aces High. That's the name of the book I'm reading right now, is Aces High. Alright, so Monty has really slammed the door for us twice, 2 games in a row, so that's a good sign. Okay, so Saturday is the day to play, I guess. So up against Mishi. Alright, I'm always leery about playing against Japanese decks because they can be really fast. So, yeah, let's get rid of those. Alright, well we have our brigades and our airborne to get us to the late game, where we look strong. Alright, they have an airborne of their own. Ooh, vive la résistance. Alright, play our own airborne. So they're playing Japan, Great Britain. Okay, so that usually means some kind of fighters, naval support plan. So we'll see. Alright, so we like to see like the Himeji regiment because it's just so low impact. Alright, so let's give our opponent some resistance. Okay, brigade, sure. Alright, pass it back. Then we can start dropping our brigades next turn. Okay, Himeji, Humber. Okay. And I get rid of one of our resistances. Alright, well we get the D4Y out of their hands. That's always good. Alright, let's go 5th Brigade. And let's get another airborne cooking. Pass it back. So, let's see what our opponent's got going here. So, yeah, the Himeji and the Humber combo kind of throws me off. Because these two go in very different decks. I mean, maybe they just had to make a pick for one thing. Like if you have to take a Himeji because you have to kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Alright, 17 pounder. Okay, that could be trouble. Ooh. Okay. Alright, we're gonna take the Himejis down. We're gonna take the front line and we're gonna Monty our opponent. Okay. So we can get rid of that 17 pounder. Because that thing could be big trouble in Little China if we're not careful. Okay. And they got it out on curve too, so I'm glad we had the opportunity to get after it, because that thing could be El Trobarino. Now we can also get a 2-for-1 out of this airborne, take out the artillery, and take out their big airborne, which would be really good. So Monty is just like making a big difference. Draws cards, pins everything, gives you a huge tempo boost. Alright, Zeke, sure. Now, do we want to take out Zeke, or do we want to take out countermeasure? It doesn't really do anything. Alright, resistance, sure. Zeke doesn't really do all that much. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick to the plan a little. Well, I guess we can't. Okay. Well, we can take Zeke out, and we can take the 17 pounder out. That's an option. All right, let's do that, because this thing has smoke screens, so we can't take it out. All right, so get rid of Zeke, get rid of the 17 pounder, get a solid 2-for-1. Now let's go with a 48E and another 5th Brigade. And do we want to move this 5th Brigade up? Might as well. Might as well use up all our credits while we can. Hopefully this forces our opponent to attack this 5th Brigade twice in order to really get this airborne moving, and then it takes the smokescreen off of it. We have our own growing airborne and waiting in the wings, and we still have a solid plan. Alright. Oh, okay, I forgot the Humber had Fury, but alright, we'll take the Humber down a little bit. Alright, Takasagi for our opponent. Okay, we're not in a rush right now. I think we're going to drop our Spitfire like right here. Make our opponent... This kind of forces our opponent to do something, because this Spitfire can... Since they put their Takasagi here, this Spitfire is a pretty big threat direct to their HQ. So they either have to move this airborne, which they might do. I mean, we just gotta be patient at this point. because we can also neuter this airborne if we need to at some point. So, opponent depends on what they have in their hand, too. The Spitfire has them rattled. That's why I love the Spitfire. It's a common, too. Just brutal. 6/6 fighter on turn 6. Alright. Blade of the Samurai is pretty good. Another Himeji. Alright, whatever. Okay. Great. Well, we'll drop our lightning here and put their airborne back in their hand. And mess up all their plans with it. Okay. And we'll just pass it back for now. So they invested all that time into their airborne and now it's gone. This lightning can start picking off some units. Let our mobilized units continue to grow. So we're just playing a longer game here. Also, we got rid of a Blade of the Samurai, so that's good. Forced them to get rid of one of our Spitfires, and we have 2 more, so I like that. Alright, is this the Tempest? Alright, +4. Okay, so it's a 7/7 on enemy turns. Okay. Okay, well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to Naval Support our lightning, get in for 5 at our opponent's HQ, take down the Himejis, and take the front line, question mark. Let's see, these guys are only going to keep growing. I think we're just going to pass it back. Just going to wait just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Get this char going next turn, maybe. Okay. Okay. Alright, they really wanted to mobilize off that 48E, but that's fine. They're still not guarding their HQ for attacks in the air, so that's good. We can also just drop this H-75, give mobilize to our lightning. Actually, I think that's what we'll probably do, because it's cheaper. And then maybe, well, we run out. We don't have enough credits to draw too. So okay, recon, sure, and me too, sure. Okay, another Spitfire. Wow. Okay, let's get this H-75. Give our lightning mobilize. Let's attack their HQ again. And yeah, 7 attacks, probably plenty for... yeah, let's get this Me Too out of here just to maintain a little battlefield control. And that's, I think, all we're gonna do. I want to keep that guard in place. Okay, so opponent's got they don't have any tanks, they don't have any artillery on the battlefield, so they're a little slow right now. Next turn we're coming in for 7 in the air. Alright, so we lose that one, so we're coming in for 6 in the air. Oh, I guess we were coming in for 8 if that H-75 had made it, but Okay. We got another 5th Brigade too. We'll probably drop them down. Or the Welsh Guards. Okay, any target +1 defense. So we'll probably give our... Just keep our lightning going. I mean, we'll let our opponent draw and just spike both of their infantry units here. Alright, 0. Okay, probably should have gone after our lightning with that one, but... Alright, can we win it here with the daylight bombing? No, but we can win it next turn. Alright, let's get in at the HQ. Definitely got to do that. Alright, let's let our opponent... Oh, so we're going to have to discard, eh? I don't like that. Alright, let's go Welsh Guards on our guard. Just because now they can't take it out with a single 0 attack. I don't really want to attack at all. Alright, just pass it back. Alright, so opponent has to do some work in order to... Okay, so they have a guard unit. So that'll keep him in the game. Okay. We don't need any more direct damage stuff. Alright, so I'm tempted next turn to... we might have to start discarding a little bit to get these Takasagis out of the way. Yeah, I think we take out the Takasagis next turn. And this is where that coastal gun would have really helped. Or any of the bombers. Alright, another 10. Well, the bombers one really helped. Ooh, a night raid. A night raid. I don't want to discard my night raid. Let's do a... How many cards do we have in our deck? Still 21? Yeah, let's draw some cards. Alright, we got rid of a bunch of junk that we probably didn't want anyway. Okay, let's do... Make our opponent resist. And a Spitfire, huh? Okay, let's give these guards an extra thing there. Okay, so I'm just trying to... Now we have some discard protection for next turn. So our opponent's really at 2, because we have this daylight bombing. Okay. Alright. So Welsh Guards, what are you gonna do? Okay. Not taking the mobilize off of our lightning still. Alright, resistance. Alright, good. Got rid of a gunboat raid. That'd have been bad. Alright, got rid of 0. That would have been bad too. Okay, so now I think we're gonna do a night raid. Oh man. And we hit their HQ. Wowie kazowie. Okay, yeah, I don't think we have to worry about cards anymore, so let's take out the Takasagi. Got rid of Valentine, great. Okay, let's take out the Recon. Let them draw a card, which is not good, but not the end times. And then let's get a 5th Brigade down. And let's take out the Takasagi. Oh, we lost our Empire of the Sun. That stinks. Okay. Well, now we also have a commando going, so we just gotta ping their HQ once. And our lightning is guarded. And they have to do they have to do multiple attacks on the 5th Brigade, which will allow the lightning to live, unless they have a removal order. Akita, okay. Mountain gun, sure. Alright, there we go. Played that one a little slowly, maybe a little too conservatively. But still got the win. We'll take the win. Alright, keep going here. Maybe a little too conservative on some points there, but alright, so we're up against Dreamer Dexter. Alright, don't need a carpet bombing. Probably don't need a naval. We'll hang on to it. No, I want it. Give it back. Okay, we'll throw this Valentine back though. We don't really need that thing. Okay, I mean, this is kind of our basic game plan. Hold the ground early, drop Spitfires late. I don't usually use the chat function all that much, but sure, we'll say hi, since Dreamer Dexter said hi. Right, early supply chain, sure. Okay, Skua, haven't seen him too much, but alright, get our 48E going. Alright, Marines. Marines are big. Okay, well, we can get an airborne going then. Oh, don't want our Skua. Get the airbornes going. And let's drop a 5th Brigade there. I'm trying to just think into the future, because this doesn't have guard until it's damaged. And I'm probably, like, I can't really put, if they move forward, I can't really put my Skua here now. Oof, those are big Marines now. Alright, well, we can put them back in our opponent's hand next turn, so, or not hand, but support line. So let's pin them for now. Pass the turn. Alright, the Fiat, right? Fiat plus or plus 3. Okay, so it's just a 3-3? Okay. Okay, well, I can use, I kind of 2-for-1 myself if I go that way. Let's bomb. And then we can take them out, and this survives and gains guard. No, this doesn't survive. This dies. Alright, let's pass the turn. Maybe you should use a naval support there. put... Alright. We lose our bomber, too. It's kind of a pain. But, okay. Alright, we can make this work still. Alright, Spitfires all over the place. Okay, let's go with a lightning to put the Marines in the support line. And let's see, we got a 5-5 with guard. Yeah, we'll do that. So we essentially have like a naval supported 5th Brigade with that right there. Okay. And now we can also use our 1st Airborne to do some stuff. Alright, Avenger. That's not very nice. Okay, but it only got a unit that we didn't really mind all that much losing. Now we can naval support our lightning. Take out the Avenger. And 5th Brigade it up. Pass the turn back. Alright, now we can just start dropping a parade of Spitfires down too. Human torpedo. Okay. And all we did, we just invested time in that other one. Oh, great. This is perfect. Alright, so let's neuter those Marines. Do I drop a night raid here? Nah, I think I get in. I think I'm actually going to take out the plane. Pass it back. Cool deck, I will say. Cheerio. Okay. This stupid thing. Alright. Well. Alright, let's pop off a... night raid. Okay, war machine, sure. Okay, let's do a war machine, sure. Okay. Take the Marines down. Alright, pass it back. Alright, so that Corsair is kind of a pain, but not the end of the world. We also have this RMT that we're going to finally get to use. Alright, so this thing's enormous. That's no fun, but... Alright, let's get this RMT going. Get him for 5 at our opponent's HQ. Pass it back. So despite this infantry being huge, it's slow. Alright, more Marines. Patton, okay. Patton's kind of a junky rare though, I think. For draft at least, unless you're building around it. Okay. Only be played if you deal 4 damage to the unit. Oh, wow, that stunk. Alright. Well. It's not looking good for our hero here. Okay, let's go Royal West Kent. Let's go... Okay, we're going to cut off communications now, because this guy is getting a little bit on my nerves. Let's go Charbiz. Doesn't get the bonus from that, but it has mobilized, so... We're going to cut communications. Thank you. And pass the turn. Okay, so Not exactly what our opponent had in mind, I think. We can do it. Okay. Ooh, how did this thing get hurt so bad? Oh, it was the animation was catching up still. Okay. Oof, not looking great for us at the moment. We can't take 15 damage. So get a Spitfire out there. This is when it's attacked, right? Okay, can we take this guy out without losing our thing? Yes. Alright, so we're going to kind of 2-for-1 ourselves, which is nobody likes to do. And let's get another first airborne going. Alright. So we take 10 here. If our opponent goes after our HQ. Okay. Oh, supply front. That's why they moved everything up there. Well, that's just delightful. Okay. Not exactly what we wanted to see. Ooh, a Monty. Alright, that is good. Alright, mounted up. Valentine. Not what I wanted. Okay. Let's go after the HQ. Drop another Spitfire. Do I want to lose my tank at this point? Yeah. Instead of giving our opponent a chance to recover, I'd rather just get rid of those Marines. Alright. Because we have nothing that really repairs. Okay, Sherman. Does it draw 2 now? Yeah, it does. If you have a US unit in the front line. Ah, okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to take out the Stuart, take out the Sherman. Another Corsair. Jeez Louise. This guy's got a good deck. They gave it up? What were they at? Oh man. What was their HQ at right there? Because I don't think we could have, like, they didn't know what we had in our hand, but they were still way up. Like, they weren't, like, losing. Man, we got lucky there that our opponent threw it in. I don't know why they did that. I thought our opponent was very much in the game still. But, okay. Tinker Bomber 126. Alright. Pass it, or get rid of those. Ugh, not really anything all that great in our hand. Love to see a 5th Brigade off the top. Welsh Guards. Alright, Infantry Regiment. Okay. Not that scary. Alright, Lightning, not exactly what we wanted, but now we can give a resistance on curve, which is always good. Okay, there's our 5th Brigade, so that's good. Opponent's hand almost filled already. Ooh, these engineers. Ooh, wow. Opponent's got quite the. This thing's gonna get scary. 4-5 already, or 3-4. Whew, okay. All right, let's get a 5th Brigade. Pass it back. Alright, then we can use our daylight bombing next turn on these engineers, because they can be dangerous. Oh, no attack. Okay, great. Alright, let's take out the engineers. It also knocks our opponent back a credit slot, so that's good. Alright, pass it. So, looks like right now we just want to get up to this carpet bombing if we can. Alright. We've been seeing a lot of Marines around. Okay, Fusiliers. Alright, let's go Welsh Guards, make our 5th Brigade a little bit better. Then let's go... Do we want, like, we have so many naval supports though, we might as well use it. Let's spike the other infantry there. Alright, pass it. Essentially using naval support as a removal order. Alright, and they're using a resistance. 506, okay. Alright, let's get, let's put these Marines back. And, I mean, I kind of want to just force our opponent to attack, but I mean, nah, we should just attack. Get rid of those infantry. We're up to 7 next turn, so we can get this RMT going. Okay, more infantry. We gotta take those engineers out too. Okay, so we'd love a guard unit here. Alright, a night raid's fine. Let's grab something out of our opponent's deck. Oh, a gunship mission. Perfect. Yeah, let's just spike these guys now. Okay, so we're going to probably lose our lightning here. But if we can keep those commandos going, you know, lend-lease into something big. Overwhelming force, okay. Alright, so you want to go after our commandos? Going after our HQ, okay. Alright, so here, let's go with... I think we're going to take out these Marines. And we're going to drop these Fusiliers. Pass it back. Fusiliers actually bigger than the Marines, but the Marines a little cheaper, of course. Oh, you say so. Okay, that stinks. And a mobilization. Alright. Well, we have our lend-lease coming. Still going after the HQ. Alright, makes sense. Alright, char. Alright, so I think we're going to get our RMT down. Careless talk, okay. Nah, no attack like that. Let's get in our opponent's HQ. Can neuter their Marines next turn. Or carpet. Hopefully they play a couple things into this carpet bombing. Perfect. Play another 3. Alright, that's fine. Can attack with the Marines. Alright. Okay. Okay, so here, I think we carpet bomb. We're still gonna have 2 attack. I kind of want to get those last couple cards out of our opponent's hand. Alright, let's lend-lease. See what we get. Okay. Hit their HQ. Okay. Let's go Coldstream Guards here. Alright, pass it back. Okay, trying to hold this carpet bombing for maximum effect. Strategic planning. Double the attack and defense of your units. Well, that sucks. Alright. Not what we wanted to see. Not at all. Okay. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Alright, let's naval support our Coldstream Guards. Start working on some stuff. Okay. Then let's, for the king, the tank. Okay. Alright, I think we're just going to pass it back here. I think we can grind through these Marines eventually. Ugh. Okay. Well, now it's not looking so great for our hero. Alright, well, we have options. Alright, first let's get a SCUA on the Marines. Then let's attack the Pioneers and get rid of them. Alright, and then next turn we'll hopefully be able to lightning. Oh, I guess our opponent can't attack us, so we can't really lightning. But we have tons of options in our hand. We can bomb. Spoils of war. Okay. Gunship mission. Okay, so now we can lightning. That's great. Okay, another naval support. Sure. Alright, let's lightning these guys back. Okay, careless talk is fine. Then we're going to force our opponent to go through our guys. We're going to bomb the Marines. Let's go... No, we don't really want to go Crusader just yet. Let's go Valentine instead. Just to throw another body up in the front line eventually. We also have our opponent down to 2 cards in hand now. So just got to keep grinding them out. Awoken Giant. Okay, deal 2. Doesn't take it out though. Gunship mission, sure. Okay. Alright, so now we... Whoa, well, I think what we're going to do... Okay, first, is our Crusader out? Alright, let's get our Crusader out. Then let's naval support these Marines. Okay, now let's bomb those Marines. Now let's drop those Marines. Alright, opponent gives it up. Okay, whew. Alright. Came through on that one. Whew, that was a tough one. Alright, up to number 5. Okay, let's see if we can keep this thing going. Keeping it going. Okay. Okay, so we're up against Salid. Alright, don't need a Spitfire. Skua, I have a feeling we might need. Don't need a naval support since we have a Coldstream Guards. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we can pop off that Lend-Lease. We're looking good. Our turn. Alright. Okay, so we can go, depending on what our opponent does, we can go either Resistance or 48E. Or a 5th Brigade if we need it. They're playing the Soviets. Alright, reserves, sure. Okay, I think we're going to go with Resistance now. Alright, big Fusiliers for us. Okay, looking good. Alright, so getting rid of their resistances. Oh wow, we can snag a good one with that T-34. Okay, so here up to 3, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go with the Coldstream Guards. Yeah, move Coldstream Guards here because it uses up all our credits, and then we can go 48E and 5th Brigade next turn if we need to, or we can go Fusiliers. Okay. Or we can go Skua. Oh, yeah, we'll just go Skua and take this stupid Katie out. Alright, another resistance, and ooh, we get a 77 or 76 mil. Alright. Okay, naval support. Alright. Skua, take out Katie. Pass it back. Okay. So we're starting to get there already. We haven't seen anything too threatening from our opponent yet, and we've gotten lucky that we've gotten rid of some other stuff. Alright, so we lose our Skua here. That's stinky, but alright. We've got a critical hit out of our opponent's hand, though, so that's very good. Okay, so let's go 5th Brigade and the 48E, like we were planning on doing before. Alright, pass it back. Now we're getting into the Spitfire territory. We can also, next turn, maybe do a Night Raid. We have a lot of special cards in this deck. This deck's pretty good. Alright, drop in the hammer. Good. Get another removal order out of our opponent's hand before any of our really good stuff comes out. Alright, I'm gonna Night Raid in this case, I think. Yeah, give me a Night Raid. Okay, we'll take some reserves, sure. And they came in and took out one of those guys, so we might as well just take out the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, looking good. Okay. Let's see. So now we're starting to get into big stuff territory, and we have some bigger things we can play. Like if we can play this RMT on curve. Okay, so an early naval support. Okay, so let's go with our RMT, because they can get our guys going, and we can start poking at this thing sooner rather than later. Okay. We can also naval support the RMT. Okay. Reserves, sure. Alright, we might even let our opponent draw just to take this T-34 down. Alright. So yes, let's, no, I want to naval support it. No. We want to, from the king it, or for the king it. Let's our opponent draw, but that's okay. Alright, then let's naval support our guys here. Now let's just take this dumb thing out. Move a 5th Brigade up. Hit the opponent's HQ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Pass it back. Alright, so it makes this RMT a little vulnerable, but it took out a giant unit and it's already given +2/+2. Well, +1/+1 to both of these guys. Alright, so we get a carpet bombing out of our opponent's hand, sure. Okay, more light infantry. Alright, Royal Kents. Okay, so let's go Fusiliers. 5th Brigade. Take this thing out just to maintain some battlefield control. Light infantry, light infantry. Just to clean up our hand a little bit too. Okay, so a lot of infantry for us right now, but we're going to build a little bit of a front line, then get a Spitfire in there, and then we also have a Lend-Lease for later on. Alright, so making our opponent use up a hammer. So we've made our opponent use a lot of their very good removal. Alright, Churchill's pretty tough for us to get through. Alright, let's do a little resisting. Alright, airborne. Okay, good. Alright, let's get our front line built up a little here. Go with a Spitfire and an airborne. So now, actually, let's move this other 5th Brigade up here too. So our opponent could really use that carpet bombing now, so good thing we made them use that. So next turn we're going to have 11 credits, so I think we're going to lend, depending on what our opponent does, Lend-Lease is looking pretty good into a Spitfire attack. Alright, Barrage, taking out our airborne. Su-152. Okay. So now we can take down the Churchill. Okay. Alright, so let's get rid of the Churchill. Get another 5th Brigade going. And let's draw. Might want to have waited to see what I draw before playing the 5th Brigade there, but it's okay. Alright, now let's get in for 1 and trade off some infantry. So this Su-152 can't get through our brigade, and we could just put it back in our opponent's hand next turn anyway. Oh, Big Joe, huh? Alright, he gets an extra, if sent to hand, add a copy to your support. Okay, that's not good. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so we can do 3 damage to it. And then we can do, and this can do 4 more. And then we can just neuter it down to a 1/1. Okay, yeah, I think that's the game plan right now. Royal West Kents, okay, they don't do anything. Okay, so, yep, let's do that. Carpet bomb. Okay, then let's hit it for 4. Then let's neuter it down to a 1/1. Hit our opponent's HQ. Okay, pass back. Oh, they don't even give you like a prompt that they're going to end the turn, huh? Like the clock thing? Oh well. Alright, fortification's fine. Okay, so we lose our front line. Okay. Sure, those guys are big. Okay, so let's go with a naval support on our 5th Brigade. Take out Joe. Go with a 48E, the Royal West Kent, they can sit there, and a 1st Airborne. Okay, so we got through the Joseph Stalin. Cost us some resources, but it's a really good card, so that happens. Alright, now we have a lightning to help finish off. Okay, so. Alright, resistance. Ooh, good. Got a KV1. Alright. Alright, so there's a char. Okay. Alright, so. Let's have the West Kents take out the tank. Let's put the char on the battlefield. I think I'm willing to make this trade just to get rid of this stupid thing. Because that might be one of the last big things our opponent has. And these guys still have mobilized even though they don't have their smoke screen. So, opponent's down to 3 cards. And we're back to our lightning again. Okay, so for the king. Okay, that's all our opponent had. Great. Okay, so let's get in for 6 on our opponent's HQ. Might as well move the West Kents up. Let's get a Valentine and an H-75 down. Give our Valentine mobilize. Alright, so opponent needs to have something really good here. We've gotten through a bunch of their specials. Alright, Burning Sky. Okay. Grenadier Guards is pretty good. Good thing we held on to this lightning. Okay, so lightning will put the Grenadier Guards back in our opponent's hand. Get in for 8. Alright, so there we go. Okay, so those Grenadier Guards are coming back, and we're 1 point of damage short. Okay, now they're Burning Sky. Alright, rifles, okay. Okay, can we get through these? So we do 4, 8. Yep, we can do that. Okay, so 4, 8, and then bomb them. And let the animation catch up, and then get the win. Alright, 6 in a row. See if we can finish this thing off. Okay. Alright. Oh, we got that done too. Great. Take the extra gold. Alright. One more. See if we can get the perfect run. Okay. Okay, so just waiting on our game 7th opponent here. Okay, not the... Oh, we're up against Dreamer Dexter again, who we played earlier. Don't want any of these. Ooh. Okay, well... Let's see. If I remember, Dreamer Dexter was the one that had the big Marines, I think. German-American deck, I think. Can't remember exactly. But, okay, we're going to have to hopefully top deck well here, because this has been probably our worst opening hand. Alright, well, it already has mobilized. I wonder if you can give mobilize twice. I'm actually just going to hold on to it, I think. Alright, we're going to get it in the front row, though. Front line. Alright, Stug. Okay. Since this thing can survive as Stug, I'm just going to attack the HQ, get my Valentine going, hold this for the king in case we see some panthers or tigers or something crazy. Another Stug. Alright, I think we'll take out the second Stug though. Alright, take out the second Stug. And enemy just gives it up. Wow. Okay, so uneventful ending to Game 7, but... Whew! 7-0! Wow, what a good deck. The Naval Support deck, there you go. Naval Support and Draft, it's a thing. Well, the Lightnings and everything. Had a lot of specials in the deck. Got lucky, got a lot of specials in the draft. But we navigated it, we did it. We got the 7-0, so that's always good. It always feels good. So yeah, let's see what we get for our rewards. 18 gold a pack, 27 resources, and a blackout, which whatever. I can just turn it into more resources. But that's going to do it for this one. Wow. Thanks for hanging out for another cards draft, everybody. We'll open our pack here at the end, and we got a profile thing, so... but yeah, take care of yourselves. Everybody, check in on your neighbors. Like, don't go over there and knock on the door. But if you see them walking down the street or something like that, just make sure they have everything that they need. Send your mom or your dad or your brothers, sisters, cousins, somebody in your life. Send them a text message. Just check in, make sure they're doing all right. Yeah, just take care of yourselves too. It's an important time to do that. Oh, got another pack. Britain pack, so we might as well open that up. Oh, okay. This thing's just trying to catch up. Alright, so let's open our Britain pack too. But yeah, just take care of yourselves. If you got a dog or cat or something. Wow, that's kind of a stinky pack, huh? Dog or cat, make sure you take care of them. And, yeah. Thanks for hanging out for another draft. Good draft. Felt good. So hopefully we'll have more again in the future. Thanks for hanging out.